This video explains how to subset a table object in the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. In this video I will show you an example, and this example is based on the data frame that we can create with lines 2 to 3 of the code. So after running these lines of code, you can see that a new data set is appearing at the top right, which is called data. And we can print this data frame to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 4 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a data set that contains 10 rows and the two columns x1 and x2. Now let's assume that we want to create a frequency count table based on the column x2. Then we can apply the table function to the second column in our data frame using the $operator. And we can store the output of the table function in a new data object that I'm calling myTab. So after running line 6 of the code, you can see that this table object is created. And we can print our new table to the RStudio console by running line 7 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a frequency table which contains 4 different elements that correspond to the letters A, B, C, and D. And you can see that the letters A, B, and C are occurring 3 times in our column, and the letter D occurs only once. So let's assume that we want to subset this table object based on a logical condition. Then we can apply the code that you can see in line 9. And in this line of code, I'm specifying the name of our table object. Then I'm using square brackets, and within the square brackets, I'm specifying a logical condition. So in this case, I want to keep only those elements of my table where the count is greater than the value 1. And then I'm also storing the output of this in a new table object that I'm calling myTab sub. So after running line 9 of the code, you can see that a new table object is appearing at the top right, and we can print this table subset to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 10 of the code. And then you can see that we have removed the last element D from our table because this element occurred only once in our table. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.